YouTube. It's Zoe at Hawthorne Berry, and it's been a while, I'm afraid, and I will be doing a catch up next week from the allotment, giving you a catch up of what's happened there and the reasons why I haven't made a video for a while. Just got caught up with family stuff, but I'm just doing a quick video today because I'm down at a very special place. It's an old hoverpool close to where I live, and this time of year I absolutely love foraging. Everything you can get out on the wild areas, all the different berries that are about this time of year are exactly what we need to keep us well during the winter. So I love to come down and have a forage. I get all the berries. Today I'm going to be getting hawthorn, which you can see I'm right here with. Get the hawthorns in here. I'm currently picking, and some sea buckthorn, and what else am I going to be getting? Oh, some slow berries. I've already got some blackberries and they're already on the turn, and I like to make high vitamin C powders for my family that we can have during the winter. Lots of tinctures and stuff, and lots of jams for everybody. I give away to everybody, and jellies, really high in nutrients and vitamin C's that will keep us all healthy during the winter. So I'm going to take you on a little tour, film a little bit of all the different berries I'm picking, and just make a nice little quick video, and then hopefully I'll have some accompanying videos to go with it of all the different things I'm going to make during the week before I get catching up on the thing. So I will see you all in a minute and take you for a journey around. Okay, so first I'm at a Hawthorne Berry. This is a wonderful berry, little tiny red berry. It's got like a little nut inside it. It takes loads of it. It's just got a very sort of, I love putting it in my fruit leather, which I give to the children because it's so high in vitamin C. It's really great. It's actually better after a first frost. So a lot of the stuff I forage I put in the freezer first before I make it, but it's going to go great in a vitamin C powder. This is my mission now. I've got a dehydrator this year, and this is the first of the berries I'm going to be picking. Beautiful, have a look at it. And it's got a sort of dry taste to it, but I actually really like it, and I make the most wonderful hips and horse jelly with it, rose hips as well, and that's a really family favourite. And I've actually got the neighbours already asking where their one is this year, so I'll take you and show you to the next berry. Okay, so now here we are at the sea buckthorn. Now, I don't know if you can see this on the camera. It's this beautiful little orange berry. I'll try and pick one so you can see. There it is, tiny little orange berry. It's very bitter, but it is the super berry of all super berries that you could ever possibly know. This berry is one of the only berries that has omega fatty acids in it. I'm going to actually do an end video and talk about all the things that are in each one of the berries I've picked. This has like omega fatty acid 1, 2, 3 or 5 or A, B, C, I'll look it up later, and it is full of its highest form of vitamin C. That one of the fatty acids it's got in it you can only get in macadamia nuts, and it's like 10 times stronger in this. It's got a beautiful thorn on it, so you have to be very careful. I'm going to get my gloves on before I pick it, and this is one of the main reasons I'm here today, is to get hold of this stuff, because this is an absolute amazing berry. Look at this amazing bush, and where we are it's covered in it, because we're of course, get you a nice little pan view where I am on the coast, and if you look over the back, all of that is berry bushes. So I'll take you in a second and show you after I've picked here, and show you where all the blackberries are and where the rose hips are and slow berries. Okay, so here we are at some beautiful rose hips. Now these are like a smaller kind. You can get a bigger, rounder kind that you get more of a domestic one, but this is your much more wild kind of rose hip. And this is another one full of vitamin C, really great for you. It's got lots of little hairs inside. It's a nightmare to actually process, but it's well worth it, and it's got lovely floral like rose flavour still, which is absolutely wonderful in jams and tinctures and stuff. So this is my next thing to forage. I've got quite a few injuries from the sea buckthorn. That's a nightmare. So anyway, I'm going to now be picking some of these. Just a quick one. I'm going to slot in probably somewhere, but look at where I live. I'm so blessed. Such beautiful, beautiful sea coast. It's the White Cliff coast along there, and it's just wonderful. And we have just found something completely insane, which I'm going to take you over to see. So I'll walk along here and find it again. Where is it? It's alright. Ah, here we go. The abundance of plants. Somebody must have thrown a tomato plant or a tomato out here, and here on the seafront we've got like a whole bush of tomatoes growing. I mean, seriously. Throw that one over the back. Maybe we'll get more plants next year. Another little food source just sitting here waiting. I wonder what they taste like. I might take one home just to see. Take that one. Little beauty. And there you go. Look at that. Look at that blue sky. Today is September the 24th. And it's just such a lovely day. Indian summer. Okay, so here we are at Blackthorn, also known as Slowberry. Makes a nice slow gin. As you can see, it's a little purple berry. It's sort of a blacky purple berry. Now this berry can be confused with many others. The best way to identify it is it's usually with Hawthorn. You usually find it with Hawthorn, and the thorns on it are very weird. They're like almost branches. You can see here. And they are still a thorn, but they're like a branch, and that's why it's called Blackthorn, because it's like black, and it's really hard to see because it's almost one of the part of the branches. So a lot of people are looking for a thorn, and there's not really a thorn that can be seen on it. But it's a beautiful berry, and I'm going to pick some of these to make into my hedgerow jam. I'm not going to put these in my vitamin C powder. And I will discuss later all the different vitamins inside this wonderful. I'm going to do a little pan out, as you can see. It's a beautiful big bush here, and right there, all over there, the sun's getting in the way. The bridge. It's my husband walking off into the distance, and this is my next forage. Here's another one. I don't know if you can see this. It's like, I'm going to try and get in here, show you one. It's like a little yellow plum that grows wild all over the seafront as well. I've got some of these at home, which are going to go in my hedgerow jelly already, so I'm not picking any today. You can see up, zoom, see if I can zoom you in. There you go, you can see those, and I'll have a little look and also tell you the nutrition of these. Oh look, here's a couple that I can actually reach. Just an abundance of fruit everywhere you go. Okay, so let's not forget my absolute favourite, which is in abundance down here, and that is the humble blackberry. And again, absolutely full of vitamins and should not be discounted just because there's tons of it in here. And most of it, I'm not going to pick any today, but I just wanted to show you because I have already been down and I've got a freezer full ready to make my hedgerow jelly to add with the sloes and the sea buckthorn and a couple of cooking apples. See how that turns out. But as you can see, this is like in good old blackberries. It's so lucky. Look at this beautiful day. So here is the whole one of the best areas. It's like a little overgrown covey bit that's just full of fruit. And that's it for today, so I will switch off now and see you at home and show you, give you a breakdown of the vitamins of all these different berries and why they should be picked by everybody this time of year. Catch you at home. Bye. Okay, so here I am home and I finished processing all the fruit and I'm back in my kitchen. So this is what we got from my little day's adventure. I've got a pot of I hope you can see it in my light, and my kitchen's not great. Sea buckthorn. I've got the rose hips, beautiful rose hips here. Got the slow berries, the hawthorn, and these are a cherry plum, apparently just a wild cherry plum. Which actually, these are the ones I picked before, and I couldn't get any on the bush there, but I thought I'd put them out so you could see what I've got and what's going to be going into all of the stuff I'm going to make. So first of all, we've got the sea buckthorn. Now, sea buckthorn is full of potassium, calcium, magnesium. It's really high in antioxidants. It's got vitamin B1, 2 and 6, and vitamin C and vitamin E. And the special thing about this is full of omega fatty acids. It's got like a real bitter orangey taste to it, and it smells like orange, which is really weird. But it's got the omega 3, 6, 7 and 9, which is so rare in a berry. It's really better in the oil when you've crushed the seeds, and you can actually get it from the bark apparently if you read. I've read up on it, but it will still be great in like using it to make a super berry powder. Really expensive if you want to buy it offline. I mean, this amount here, once this is dried, it's probably about 50-60 quid's worth online, so well worth the forage. Then I'm going to go to the Hawthorns now, and the Hawthorns are also loaded with antioxidants, and they're used as like a digestive. They're good for digestive problems and heart problems. High in vitamin C, magnesium, manganese, iron, calcium. They've got flavonoids, beta carotene in them, and a few fatty acids of their own, but not like the sea buckthorn, not great, but they are one of my favourites. I just love the sort of dry taste to them. So what have we got next? So I have now the sloe berries. Lots of people like to make sloe gin out of them. I'm not going to put these in the powder. They're one of the berries that's best off cooked, because they can upset your stomach and stuff if they're not cooked, and they make lovely jams and jellies. And I'm going to make a hedgerow jelly with everything in, which I'm going to put some blackberries in as well that I've got in the freezer foraged, and some elderberries which I've also got foraged, which are really great for like your winter bugs and stuff. So what's in a sloe berry? Once again, sloe berries are full of vitamin C and vitamin E, and they're also really high in calcium, manganese, potassium. Once again, high antioxidants. They've been widely used for centuries, very similar to elderberries, where they are used for respiratory illnesses, colds and flus, and that's what they're really good for. Then we've got the little plum thing, which is they're full of vitamin A, vitamin K, dietary fibres, and once again high in vitamin C. All of these things that seem to grow this time of year are high in vitamin C. And last but not least, we've got the rose hips. Oh, I'm trying to get them in, actually move them out into the light where you can see them, because they're in a really, oh, my kitchen's terrible, but anyway, the light in the things. So these beautiful rose hips, which are one of my favourites, and these are high in vitamin C, vitamin A, vitamin E, vitamin K, also manganese, calcium, magnesium, potassium. They're good antioxidant. Again, all of these berries are really high antioxidants. So good for, you know, things like combating cancers, stopping you get cancers, good for your skin, good for your hair, good for just your whole body system, you know, your dietary system. They're just so good for everything, which is why I'm determined to make like a high vitamin C powder out of them, which I can just keep in a jar and administer to everyone. And that's pretty much everything. Oh, also rose hips have been used for arthritis and osteoarthritis and pain conditions. So there we go. That is my, look, on top of my tumble dryer, excuse me. So that is our little foraging trip for today. Thank you for watching. It's good to be back, finally doing some filming again. Please hit the like button and subscribe, and share with your friends, and leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you've been foraging. Tell me if you have a nice little area where you live, where you go out and find some of these great berries. And definitely it's a treat to have sea buckthorn. So if anyone else has got that in their area, this is one of the few places that I think you can get it. So anyway, thank you for watching again, and see you next time. Bye.